I have had trauma. We all have, right?
Yes.
And we're storing it somewhere physically in our bodies.
I feel like you scratching up my trauma right now, baby.
Oh, girl, I'm sorry. I do not mean to trigger you, baby.
Hey, y'all, welcome back to your new favorite show, Point Blank, period. And now we're going to have our new series, which is called Soulfully Aligned, Nurturing Your Mind, Body, and Soul. And on today's episode, we have an actor, UX designer, and yoga teacher, Lorena Pulido. Okay, sit back and relax while we talk about breath work, staying grounded, healing yourself. We even get into EMDR therapy. And last but not least, we just talk about nurturing your mind, body, and soul. Hey guys, it is your girl, your sister, and your best friend, 777 AM, here with my co-host and friend, Miss
Lorena Pulido.
Period. I couldn't say it like that. She had the little roll on the tongue, so I had to let her say it. But you already know what time it is. It's time for us to get our drink for our talk, okay? So our drink today is called A&R, which stands for the A's, attract and release, because this series that we're about to do is about healing your mind, body, and soul. Period. And sometimes a little liquor will help, right?
Oh, absolutely.
But not too much. It might look. So first to start, we're going to start by putting a few raspberries in our cup. I got a fork here because we want to keep it clean. Here is your cup.
Oh, thank you.
It's a little cloudy, but it's clean. I washed it out. Make sure you wash your dishes, okay? So we're going to start by putting a few raspberries in here. Oh, Lordy. I'm just going to try to shovel mine in. 3 is enough for now, okay? And for you.
Thank you.
Nice. So as she goes on ahead and puts her raspberries in her cup, we're going to put some ice in the cup.
God, these look so good.
Yes. Fresh and delicious. From wherever you like to get them from, because we're not promoting anybody right now. So put some ice at the bottom of your cup. See, just like that. Here you are.
This is going to be so refreshing.
Ooh.
I cannot wait.
It is. And it's going to have a little kick to it. All right. Period. Get as much ice as you need. So next, after the ice, we're going to put some mango vodka. You do not have to use mango. It was literally the only flavor they had, so I was like, might as well, okay? So we're going to put, either you could put a shot in there or 2. Today, I need 2. But it's truly up to you, okay? So however much you like.
I will join you with 2 as well. Woo! Let's do it.
Okay, look, just y'all heard that. I did not force anyone to do anything. All right, so
Also,
now
it smells amazing.
that you have your vodka at the bottom, mixing up with your raspberries. Next, we're going to go ahead and put some ginger beer in there. So you can open up your own if you like. Okay. The type of ginger beer I got has hibiscus in it, but you can literally get whatever brand you like best. I don't know. Whatever brand you like, you can get. So we're going to put about 1.5 ounces in there. How much is 1.5 ounces? It's when you pour and decide that's 1.5 ounces, okay? Like, about 1.5 ounces to me, looking good. All right, so
look good.
After that, our next ingredient is some delicious raspberry juice. Has a little pulp in there, because as you know, I like a little lemon in my juice, or a little orange, whatever. So put about, see, that was also about what, 1.5 ounces? Yeah, 1.5 ounces. But now we're gonna finish it off with my favorite. Y'all already know, go get the Prosecco. It's time for it. We're gonna turn it up with the Prosecco all the way to the tippity top. And I mean the top, okay? So I'm pouring slow because I want to get it all the way to the top.
Oh man, look at that.
Refreshing.
It's a hot day out there today too.
Yes.
Well, baby.
You might have to sip yours down because she turned hers all the way up. All right, so look how beautiful that is. OMG.
Oh,
Definitely.
that is delicious.
Look, and she's trying it before it's even done. But okay, fine. Sip it down a little bit more because you need space. And you know, I think it's the ginger beer. I don't know what they put in that, but it does something to my soul.
Just
Period.
There it is.
Right? Once you sip it down again, then you'll have more space for more.
For more.
Whatever that's called. All right. Last but not least, we got to finish it off with a little lime. So you do a twist of lime inside because we want to keep it refreshed. As long as you have these nice juicy limes like they sold to me, you'll be good. You won't have to do all that squeezing. All right. Then put that one to the side that you squeeze. Right there, boom.
Okay.
And one on the top because we're fancy like that.
Oh, yes, we are. Oh my
And then
gosh.
whichever chakra you're working on, right now I'm working on the heart chakra because I've had an attitude for days now. So I'm going to go ahead and get me a green straw. Which straw are you going to get?
I think I'm going to do this fun pink one.
Ooh.
Look at that. That's adorable.
And cheers. You just
Cheers.
made an A&R, which
Ooh.
stands for, you say it with me, because I forgot to. What is wrong with me? Attract and release. So we're attracting all this goodness and releasing all that negativity right back to you.
Yes.
And you know who you are. Let's try it.
Oh my God. This is so good. Oh my
Girl, look,
Right
don't
this-
make you one and meet us at the couch, okay? Because we got to talk about our mind, body, and soul.
Yes, we do.
Period. We're done now. Let's go. Welcome back. You already know who it is. It is your girl, your sister, and your best friend, 777 AM. And we are back, guys. I'm so happy to be back with my friend. I call her Lorena, but can you say your name the way it's supposed to be said?
Sure.
Come on.
It's Lorena
Lorena.
Pulido. Yeah.
Lorena.
Oh yeah, there you are.
I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Baby steps, okay? So I'm so happy to be back with you guys. Coming up for the next few episodes, we have our series, which is called, it's about kind of aligning our mind, body, and our soul, especially in these times after COVID. We all struggling, so we're still trying to get aligned. So our series for the next few weeks is called Soulfully Align, Nurturing Your Mind, Body, and Soul. I think you felt that. If you didn't, rewind it and listen to it again. But anyway, first things first, you know what comes up. We have to give our gift or our guests some flowers. So we bought her some flowers. I'm not shouting up the place I got them from because I will be getting you some more flowers. These are the best ones that they had, okay? So I just want to thank you for coming on and sharing this time with me. These are for you.
Stop, what? Oh my God. Thank you. Yes, these are gorgeous.
Look, that was the best they had. Look,
Oh
somebody in
my
the back
God.
trying to talk about the flowers. That was all they had. Okay? So, to start it off.
They're great.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
So, let's just talk about, first of all, what do you do, that even aligns with mind, body, and soul? Why are you here, girl? They want to know.
Why am I here?
Yes.
Well, I have 3 different careers right now.
Okay.
I'm an actor. I'm also a UX designer. And then I'm also a yoga teacher. And so that's where I come in. That's where I can, align with the theme. Yeah.
Period. She works on yoga and breath work. But let's
Meditation.
rewind to, what is UX?
Oh, UX? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like user experience, user interface design. So I could design apps, websites, things like that can use a human-centric approach to really design something that people are going to actually use. So that's my favorite part of being a UX designer, is the human-centered design piece and really knowing the individuals that we're trying to help. So yeah.
Well, you know me now. I feel like, God will put stuff right in line because this is in line, girl. I need your help. We'll talk about that later.
Yes.
But yes, so mind, body, and soul. So starting off, you do a lot of breath work. What is breath work? And why is it important?
Oh my gosh. So in yoga, breath work, especially the kind of yoga I teach, or my favorite kind of yoga, is vinyasa yoga. So it's really connecting movement with breath. And breath is known as life force, And so breath is everything. And even as you use it in all things, even if you're an actor, a yogi, as you know, but there are different techniques that really help individuals who struggle with various mental health issues like anxiety, disorders, stress, depression, and things like that kind of help you control you know, a lot of the things that are going on in your head. Yeah. You mentioned chakras earlier. So this tattoo that I have is actually aligned with the 7th chakra, the crown chakra. And it actually is a Tibetan chant that goes Om Mani Padme Hum. And it's very intentional around relieving just trauma connected to anger within the body. So you chant it for a couple of minutes using breath work to kind of help ground you and keep you centered. Oh, I love breathing.
Especially this week, y'all. This is hell week, okay? If you know, you know. I need to Om Mani Padme Om a couple times because I've been going off on everybody. It's so hard to kind of stay aligned as a woman. I feel like we try our best to be nice and happy and whatever the heck we're supposed to be. But God gave us this gift. And if you're a man, I want you to stay here and I want you to listen to this because maybe it'll help you to understand your woman or your wife or whoever you're with, why she's acting all crazy. Because I honestly feel like out of the month, 3 weeks out of the month, I have problems. The first week is really bad. Second week, okay, I'm trying to make up for it. But then the third week, I'm back on my hell shit. So I'm just like, how do we do the Om Mani Padme Om?
Oh, would you like to do it now?
I do want to do it real quick, just to so I just want to center myself so I can like be ready for this.
Okay, yeah. So when it comes to any kind of breath work or meditation, you really want to start with like making sure that you're seated so that your feet are firmly planted into the ground.
Okay. Y'all don't try to look under my dress. I see that. I know these people. Okay.
And yeah, once you get here, you could just relax your hands on your knees, or if you're more comfortable and open to a higher energy, you can flip your palms up.
I need it all.
And so you start by closing your eyes.
Do this with us, guys.
Yes, join us now. Close your eyes and just start by taking a really deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's do it one more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel your shoulders start to relax as you sink a little deeper into the couch. And we're going to start by chanting Om, and then it's Mani Padme Hum. And so you can just follow along with me. I'll start first. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes if you're at home, but it's a wonderful technique, especially if you are angry. And you'll find that in Tibet, this is engraved in a lot of rocks and a lot of, mostly a lot of rocks, but sand, anywhere that has like a very earthy vibe, to just stay grounded to what we are as humans.
I love that. I feel like in America, we don't get enough time for or maybe it's ingrained in my brain that I don't have enough time to calm myself down, so I'm going off all the time. I don't want to say going off. So maybe I'm not as nice all the time because I feel like, oh no, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I don't have time. But that literally took like 30 seconds. And I wanted to join in, but you had perfect tone and pitch. So I'm like, I'm not about to get in here and mess up the song. Okay, I'll set it in my head. I was like, okay, you over here singing the song.
And actually, when you do it, it creates these vibrations in your throat chakra. Ooh. And you can feel the vibrations here in this area too. So it kind of helps elevate the entire experience. And so I've been able to chant that for over 45 minutes with a group of people, nonstop. And it was one of the first out-of-body experiences that I've ever had in my life. It was.
Wait.
Yep.
Wait. Because I do have an out-of-body experience story. Yeah. Excuse me, y'all. It's hot in here. We're in Chicago. It is hot, okay? Okay. We got air rolling, but y'all know I'm struggling this week. Okay, wait. For 45 minutes, and then you had an out-of-body experience?
Yes. Yes, I had an out-of-body experience.
Okay, what was that like? Just take us through the whole out-of-body experience, then I'll take you through mine. But I want to hear about yours first.
Ooh, yes. So I think after sitting in the same posture for about 45 minutes, chanting with a group, and then eventually you lose, it's just a tone, like an equilibrium of voices, and it just, oh man, it just filled my heart up with so much love. And I started to feel like if my body was expanding outside of my skin. So I started just feeling this, and you know, it's really hard to articulate it because it was such a rare, like, what is going on right now? But it just felt maybe like my soul just expanding outside of my skin. So by the time I opened my eyes, my arms looked like spaghetti noodles. Like they looked this tiny to me because of how big I felt from my soul, the energy of chanting together with a group. So it was just incredibly intense. But that's how I know it was out of body, because I looked at my body and it didn't even look the same anymore. I looked like a little noodle, like a spaghetti noodle.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it kind of like filled up your soul. I feel like now we don't have a lot of things that fill our soul, so we don't understand like what's happening, especially if it's spiritual.
Yeah.
But let me tell y'all my story. Oh my
Please.
gosh. Okay. So this when a lot of stuff happened to me while I was working in the hood when I was working at Dulles. But it was a blessing because one of the ladies in the office, she was actually like a yoga instructor. So she knew a lot more. I never knew anything about it. I was just raised Christian. My mom didn't get into all that chakra stuff, okay? So let's start at the beginning of the story. One day, me and my friend were out with her boyfriend. He was driving around the hood because he sold drugs and he was selling drugs to people, right? And I'm like, oh my God, why the hell do he have us out here? This shit is dangerous, right? Somebody comes up to the car. So we were smoking something that kids or adults shouldn't smoke. It's not good for your health. But, right, we were smoking, okay? But that was just the first time, because it happened 2 times after that. So, okay, first time, whatever, I was smoking, so don't try it. All right. We stopped the car. We was in the projects. This dude, he reached in the car, punched her boyfriend, took the keys out the car. We're in the projects, y'all. We're in the projects. They punched him, took the keys out the car, and walked off. What? So obviously, he was driving somebody else's car. He owed somebody some money. Now I'm high in a situation, okay? Yes. I was like, oh my God, they're gonna kill him, because why are we here? They're gonna kill him. I was like, so me and my friend was making a plan. I was like, okay, we can call my dad and see if he can try to pick us up, or we can go walk up there and then try to catch a cab. Long story short, we just got out the car and started walking because they had held his keys we were sitting there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. They're arguing with him. I don't want to witness a murder, so it's time for me to go.
Yeah.
We start walking. I guess eventually they gave him we start walking. My soul got up out of my body and was literally looking at me. That was the scariest thing. I thought that I had went schizophrenic at that point, because I'm like, WTF is happening? How can I look at myself? But my body was on autopilot, but my mind was in my soul.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm looking at myself, I'm like, oh my fucking God, what am I gonna do? And then I'm literally talking to her like, yeah, we gotta call my dad right now, blah, blah, whatever. Okay, fast forward, that was horrible. He ended up meeting up with us. Once they seen us walking, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, they gave him the keys back and they dealt with him later, whatever. Fast forward, the next week I'm at the store, at the grocery store. I'm not even in a sense of relaxation. Yeah. I'm pushing the cart and my soul gets up out of my body and starts walking in front of me again. Can you believe that?
Oh my gosh.
All I could say was, God, get me back in there right now, get me back in there. I don't know what this is. Give me. Girl, I said, Lord, what have I did? I'm so sorry. And then I eventually got back in there, right?
Oh my God.
Now the third time, I'm still not understanding. I was very scared. I was researching stuff. I thought I had schizophrenia at that point, because I'm like, I wasn't having double minds because my body wasn't doing anything I wouldn't normally do. Yeah. Okay, so I'm sitting on the floor. My mom's cooking. I'm literally just sitting crisscross applesauce, watching TV. And then I get up and walk in the kitchen. My soul got up and walked in the kitchen, girl. And I was so disturbed at this point. I was literally telling everybody the story, like, have you ever heard of this? I don't even understand what's happening. Like, every time it happens, I just get so extremely scared. And some people, when they go in the astral plane, they talk to other souls and stuff. Yes. I was so scared. I didn't even see anybody, but I saw my family. I was literally in the kitchen walking around with my mom. But then the whole time I was praying, like, God, get me back in my body. I don't know what I did, but please, Lord, get me back in my body. I don't want to be out of here anymore. Because the weirdest part was that my body was still, like, I was still sitting there watching TV. My mom's still talking to me, and like whoever part of me was still responding to her. But my soul, like, y'all, if it's an expert out there, call me, because I still feel like, oh my God. But since then, I've tried astral projecting, and it has not happened for me. They're like, get as comfortable as you can. And I'm like, every time it happened for me, I wasn't even comfortable. I was literally just living.
Oh my
gosh.
So weird. It is so weird. And it's an actual technique that is shown to the CIA, how to astral project, to find, like, legit, a whole article came out on Vice about it. And they actually released the training program on how to astral project.
Yeah, I was researching that too. And then they like kind of make people astral project to spy on people.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, I was watching this girl's story, and she was like, yeah, I was astral projecting, and I accidentally astral projected on a military base. And then some CIA agents who were also astral projecting, they got her, and they were like, get out of here now. Like, she was about to get in big trouble for like getting over there. I'm like, what?
Oh my God, wow.
But I'm still not the same. I don't know, because I want to do it again now that I know what it is, and I'm not scared anymore. But I don't want to do it when I'm sitting with like 50,000 people and all my family's around, and I'm standing over there. That's nuts.
Yes. That would be really scary, 100%. Like, because you need to be present, you know?
Yeah, like, how the fuck I'm getting out of here?
Yeah.
And then the lady at my school was like, oh no, it's nothing bad. It's actually something that's really higher up on the spiritual spectrum. I was like, okay, this is not fun, lady.
Oh, girl, it sounds like you're naturally gifted, you know? Because people have to go through a training, and you know how to do it, you know? So train us, train me.
Spirit is saying I'm getting a check in the mail from one of you guys for $5 million.
$5 million.
But until then, we're gonna sip on our drink, which is A&R, which stands for, what's the A stand? Attract and release.
Yes,
Look,
that's.
I'm gonna sip on this, and I'm gonna be attracting my husband and some more astral projecting techniques and releasing the negativity.
There it is. Yes.
All right, guys. So we just tried to get things together, talking about our minds, still trying to figure that stuff out, but maybe we'll figure that out a little bit later in the show. Let's go on to talking about our bodies. So as women, we got a lot going on in our body.
We have so much going on all the time.
All the time.
And I have a story for you that actually could relate to anyone who's watching right now, but oh God, and it's a heavy one, so bear with me. I'm glad we have drinks, you guys. That's what I'm gonna say. So it was about 2 months before my wedding, and I started getting some weird neck pain. And the weird neck pain, it was just so random. I just thought I slept wrong, but my back then fiance, now husband, was like, can you go to the doctor and just make sure you're good, because we're getting married in 2 months and your neck. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. And so I went to the doctor, and they did blood work, and they're like, hey, your liver numbers are a little off. Have you been drinking a lot? And here's the thing, I haven't always drank a lot. I have like moments of a lot of drinking, but like they were sporadic, you know? So I was like, I guess it might be a little weird. He's like, why don't you go get like an ultrasound? And I'm like, all right, I will. I go to the ultrasound, I get there, they do it, and then, you know, the result was that there was some sort of mass in my abdominal area. So they were like, we really should probably do a CT scan. And so the CT scan, have you had one? No?
I've never had a CT scan before.
They like put like the needle, you know, the IV in you. They put iodine in, and then they put you in this machine, and it takes an X-ray of the entire inside of your body.
I have had one. Sorry.
Yes, you have. Okay, yeah. It's like a bunch of radiation. It's really not good to have them frequently. So they did that, and then they found that there was a mass on my pancreas.
On your pancreas?
On my pancreas, and another mass on my ovary. And so I think as far as the mass on my ovary, it was just a cyst. The way it looked, they were like, this looks like a benign cyst. Like, it doesn't look like it could be anything, malignant. And I said, okay, thank goodness. And so they said, but the cyst on your pancreas is the size of a grapefruit, so like about this big, and there's a tumor growing on the outside of it. And they're like, and that tumor, we have no idea whether it could be, what it is.
Wait. So as a woman, we went from neck pain to a cyst to a mass on your pancreas.
Yep.
If you are a man, praise God right now.
Praise God.
Right? Because, oh my God.
I know. It was a lot. It was a lot, and it was 2 months before my wedding.
Right.
Yeah, it was a lot to take in. They did this biopsy of it, and they tried to biopsy, but they couldn't because the tumor itself was so far from the needle where they could biopsy it. So they were like, we recommend a surgery. And so for 2 years, I said, can we swear on here? I don't even ask.
Yeah, girl, say
oh,
whatever you want to say.
Okay,
yeah.
I was like, fuck the surgery. What?
Right.
I am going to try to heal myself naturally. And so I went on a very intentional mission to try to heal my mind, my body, and my soul. To try to heal so that I didn't have to get the surgery and I could actually have, my body the way God intended it. And so in the 2 years, what I did was a very large amount of therapy. And so I found a therapist who was absolutely incredible. And so what I expected was the couch, something very similar like this, actually, like the whole therapy session with like a tissue. And no, she had a massage bed and was like, go ahead and lay down. And I thought to myself, like, this is going to be a different experience. And so, she very much focused on also health issues with women. And so because she focused on health issues with women, I thought you might be perfect for me to help me maneuver the absolute mindfuck that I'm going through right now. And so through a therapy approach called EMDR, which, and I can actually break down what that means, and I could try to say it again, but it is eye movement desensitization and
desensitization.
Desensitization. Thank you. And reprocessing. EMDR. And so what this therapist does.
The first part was eye movement.
Eye movement. The EM. Yeah.
Because I've heard of like EMD or something, but usually they talk about that like when maybe you're asleep or something. But what does eye movement have to do with? Were your eyes closed during the therapy or what?
Eyes are 100% closed. And she puts, if you want, a heated blanket over you.
I do.
Yes.
I do.
Oh, yes. And there were moments where I'm like, I might fall asleep, but I never actually did because she's doing the therapy session. She's talking to you while you're in the most relaxed state possible mentally. So once she gets you there, then she starts to actually ask you really deep questions. So the questions that she asked me were like, where is the cyst and the tumor in your body? And then, what does it look like? Go inside of your body.
Oh my God.
Actually close your eyes, visualize it, go inside. What does the cyst look like? Is it pissed? Is it angry? Does it have eyes? What do the eyes look like? The deepest questions about the internal organs that really make you reflect on, I have had trauma. We all have, right?
Yes.
And we're storing it somewhere physically in our bodies.
I feel like you're scratching up my trauma right now,
baby.
baby.
Oh, girl, I'm sorry. I do not mean to trigger you, baby. But I mean, it is legit.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warnings, 100%. Yeah. But I think it's one of those things where if we don't take care of it, our body remembers. And I think there's a book that's even called that. Our bodies remember the trauma. It stores it in your body. And it's our job to release that trauma and to face it. And so part of this therapy session is to go in and revisit the most traumatizing parts of your life to make amends with the inner child that's hurt. Or maybe it's a teenager that's rebellious, that's angry. You go in as your older self and you show up as an absolute
away from
light.
me. Like, I've had enough at this point. I've had enough. You going to? No, I'm not doing that. Lord, that's why we all messed up now. None of us want to deal with our trauma.
None of us. Oh,
She's scratching it up just talking about hers. Oh my God.
100%, you know? And so I think at the end, you know, I feel so much better. So what ended up happening, if I can talk about that, it was just basically after 2 years, I went plant-based. I started juicing, working out, meditating 3 times a day, at least 1-hour sessions, really reading to understand like how do I release? And there's lots of movements we could do in our body to release trauma, to release just negative energy.
I need to let it go now.
Oh, yeah. A technique that my therapist actually showed me was when you are triggered by someone and you're in a situation and your inner, you know, you're being triggered, right? You just kind of tap on your shoulders here. It's almost a reminder that, hey, I'm with you. And who's the hey? It's your soul. Because your soul, our soul's with us the whole time. And so part of the process of her therapy is to have you visualize your soul on top of your older version. It's 3 of you, 3 versions of you inside of your mind, talking to the inner child that's broken. So it was a process.
Which is why a lot of times people say when people suffer with something like schizophrenia, they're actually operating on a higher level and they don't know how to bring it back down.
Right.
Because, it
was very intense. Yes, very intentional. Yeah, I spoke to so many naturopathic doctors that were 100% on board and agreed that sometimes healing your body, and as women, I was scared. I want to have children, so I was 100% scared that I won't be able to because now I'm missing the head of my pancreas, a very important intestine called the duodenum, my gallbladder. I'm also missing a portion of my stomach and my fallopian tube and my ovary, that's 6. So it was a really big surgery. But at the end of the day,
preach, you better preach now. Bring us back up.
I'm gonna bring you back up.
Okay.
Yeah. I think what I took away from that is that everyone's on their own healing journey, and sometimes your healing journey is gonna look different. And even though there's a lot of fear into that surgery, because that was absolutely fearful to face having to do that. Meditation helped me through it. Being 100% connected to my higher self, my therapist, and then meditating and breath work all helped me process and go through the journey all the way through so that I'm able to say that was 2 years ago now. That was 2 years ago, that surgery. And I'm 100%. Oh my God, I'm so blessed, knock on wood. But I'm 100%, the tumor was benign.
We don't need to knock on no wood.
Oh,
you are 100% blessed.
Oh, thank you, girl. But yes. I'm 100% blessed. I'm 100%. And so happy to be here with you now. But
girl,
I feel
I'm just like trying to process it all. You just zoomed us through that, and I need to
zoomed us through.
Back it on up, because oh my God.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. But I think at the end of the day, I'm still able to have children.
God is good. Yeah, that's wonderful.
God is good. And at the end of the day, if you're at home and you're having some health issues, or you feel like you have trauma, the best thing to do is to connect with your body and to try to face that trauma head on and try to heal it and forgive it and feel lighter and free, you know? I just think about what that feels like, you know? When was the last time you truly felt free from everything? And, and you know, that's the goal that we should try to get closer to, I think.
Yes, like freedom is important, because we all hold ourselves down, which is why all 2023 and for the rest of my life, if the Lord gonna keep these rolls on my back, you gonna see them. You understand me? But with that being said, look, I need another sip. I need to woosah for a second. We'll be right back. All right, guys. So we talked about our mind and our body. Now it's time to bring it to our soul. And we were just kind of like talking about this. I feel like in the conversation of everything, we often leave our soul out, and we're often not like working on nurturing our soul or trying to listen to our soul. Lorena said, your soul is like your heart chakra. And I'm like, but my mind is in charge. My mind knows what to do, so my soul should be in line. I don't know. So what do you think about the soul? Like, how do you listen to your soul? Or how do you even acknowledge your soul? Because we know we have it.
Oh, 100%. Well, I think the therapist that I had was actually wonderful at helping me connect to my soul through her therapy methods, because she would make you kind of go there. But I think also, you know, there's a saying like the heart wants what it wants. I think that's the
heart wants what the heart wants.
The heart wants what the heart wants.
And that's why I'm going to go to her, because I need her to massage my ankles and clap my ankles together.
Yes.
Look. Take me back, okay? Help me. I need to work through all this trauma, ma'am.
Yes.
And as long as it's free, look, as long as I already paid for it, we good.
Oh, 100%. And I think the soul, if I could attach, you know, an organ to it, it would be in the heart area, because sometimes what you want doesn't make sense, and the mind will try to justify so many different reasons why you should or shouldn't do what you're trying to do, but the heart is speaking to you, and that, to me, is your soul. It's your higher purpose. And I think when you practice a lot of meditation, you get closer and closer to being more connected with your soul. And I think that's, you know, in actual true yogis, like in India, when they talk about enlightenment, I think that's what it is. They've reached a point of enlightenment where they fully understand and feel connected and one with their soul, because it is very separate, you know? Or when people have out-of-body experiences, you know, like that astral project, that's your soul, you know what I mean? So like,
I want to go to Tibet and sit with, I know they only allow certain people, but I definitely want to go and sit with them. I want to meditate with them. I need to take like a 2-week vacation, because I just feel like my soul, especially living in America, we don't get a chance to feed our souls.
No, we don't.
Like as a teacher, I try to help my kids to like feed their soul, because the world is going to feed your soul. As long as your ears are open, you know, you only have certain portals into your body. So your privacies, your nose, what you smell, what you hear, what you see. So you have to be very careful to guard those things, but at the same time, you have to affirm yourself. So I like how you were saying, like, your heart aligns with your soul. And if you train your heart, or if you pour things into your heart, the good things into your heart, they'll come to your head and come out of your head, because our brain is controlling us.
Oh, 100%.
I am kind.
Oh, yes.
What else am I? Give me something.
You're strong.
Oh, I am strong. Take your hand, guys, put it over your heart. We're going to rub some affirmations in. I am beautiful. Yes. I am wealthy.
You are strong.
I am wonderful.
Yes.
Period. But Jesus,
yes.
Lord.
And I think you mentioned something beautiful right now. You said feeding your soul. And when we really try to dissect what that means to feed the soul, What I understand is being kind, like volunteering your time for, something that needs help. To me, like, have you ever given food to the homeless or ever volunteered for something and then you just feel really good? That, I think, that feeling is you feeding your soul, just being a kind person and helping others. And that's kind of how I take that, and how I would feed my soul, is to just give back.
So do you still do a lot of meditation, or?
Yes, I do.
How do you work that into your schedule?
Oh,
Girl,
it is a packed
schedule. Looking at my damn calendar all week, like, what day am I going to sit down and meditate for an hour? It's like,
oh, girl. Well, you know what? There's apps that exist that help with meditation. But besides the apps that exist, the one that I use the most to kind of prep me for all things was an app called Balance, actually, which I don't know. I can't promote, right? I'm so sorry.
Look, we don't promote nothing.
We don't promote nothing.
We keep it balanced around here.
We keep it balanced.
I do have an app for that, too, and that app keeps texting me. I'm like, look, I'm out and about right now. Look, I cannot sit down and do right now.
Do not bother me right now.
Right.
But besides the apps, you can meditate every day for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. 5 minutes of your day. Find the time. I used to, when I had my 9-to-5 job, I actually went into an office, closed the door, and for 5 minutes turned off the lights and just pure silence and just breathing. And so I think what's hard about meditating is that your traffic in your head is super loud. People are honking the horn. You got thoughts in there that you're like, what? Where did that thought from? And these aren't even your thoughts sometimes. These are other people's thoughts, and they're planting them in your head. And all of a sudden it's like, do I even believe that? Like, that's so weird, So like, I think the hardest thing about meditating is quieting those thoughts and just being present in the moment with your breathing. And so there's an actual technique. It's called it's a breathing technique called box breathing. But basically, you focus, you inhale up to 8, and then you hold your breath and you count it for up to 8, and then you exhale out and you count out to 8.
Hold on, how fast we counting? Because I just tried that just now, and I don't know if I made it. Wait, hold on.
Well, I was gonna say if 8 is too much,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, let's try it.
I love it.
Because I want to do. Look, I've been trying to do this all year, so I need to get my life together. So come on, guide me through my 8.
Oh yes, absolutely. So again, just find that comfortable position. You can also meditate laying down, like right before bed. You could be in bed and just be like, all right, I'm just gonna take a time out, breathe, connect. So you want to just get comfortable. Again, I think I'm more of a palms up kind of person. But once you close your eyes, we're just going to take a nice deep inhale. And we'll start with maybe a count of 4. And then we'll hold our breath for 4 seconds. And then we'll let it out for 4 seconds.
And then we can do the challenge for the 8.
And then
because I don't want to lose. I'm a winner.
Yeah, and you can work your way up. Like you could go 5, 6. And then maybe 8.
I think that's my problem. Yeah. As a Capricorn, I don't work my way up to nothing. I burn that shit out, okay? First try, I'm there.
First try, we're doing 8.
Like, are you okay? Yes. Let's hit 8.
You want to hit 8?
Yes.
Let's do it. Oh my God.
Everybody else doing 8?
Here we go. So when you are ready, take a nice deep inhale, count up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to hold it. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Look, let's start over. Now I'm laughing. No, because he messed it up. I'm sorry. I can't blame you. This is my mind again. That wasn't my heart talking.
No,
it was
that's
my mind.
Okay.
Let me start over again. Let me get my face together.
Okay.
Game face.
All right. Ready?
This is for my soul, so I got to get it right. I'm ready now.
You ready? All right. I'll let you exhale.
Okay.
And then on your next
I was
inhale,
holding my breath. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll let you exhale, and then on the next inhale, I'll help you count up to 8. Okay. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, close your eyes. You're almost there. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Period. We did that. Okay?
Yes, you did.
Yes,
yes,
my
you
first
did.
time meditating in 2023. My yoga teacher be proud of me. Yes, I did. I'm here. I'm back. Oh my gosh. And that's why it's so a struggle for me to meditate.
It is
I be
hard.
laughing it up.
Oh,
like,
girl,
I don't know
yes.
why. What's funny?
I was once in a meditation circle where someone just farted and it vibrated off the floor. And I literally, girl, I was leading it, so I was just like, oh my God, do not freaking, and then I was like, excuse me. And I had to go laugh, girl. Are you kidding me, man? That shit was so funny.
Now the farter should have laughed and apologized.
Oh no, that farter was like, fuck it. You know, like I'm here, I'm meditating. You so relaxed that you fart sometimes, girl. It is possible to release all the gases when you're exhaling, you know, for it to just go.
That is crazy. No beans before my yoga class.
No beans.
You will get kicked out. I will hop myself out of meditation and say, you gotta go, boo. I told you to stand by the door if you had to do something like that. That is a horrible.
Yes.
At least he got his meditation in.
Yes, and please, if you're gonna do this at home, just remember that you don't have to do up to 8. You can do up to counts of 4, 5, 6, and maybe you could work yourself up to 8. But can I ask you, how do you feel just doing that? A little bit better?
I feel amazing. I feel like a superstar.
Because you are one. Yes.
Cash at me if you know me. 777 AM, word number again. If you know me and you love me, send me some money. I'll be practicing this yoga thing a little bit later. Lord. But, I mean, you know what? Meditation is amazing. I absolutely love yoga, and I'm really, really trying to break away from the matrix. It's so freaking hard to break away from the matrix, but I'm trying.
Yeah.
So that I can come back into alignment and just being calm. Because I know, you know.
Yeah.
I try to be a good person, but.
How do you even know when you're in alignment, right?
Well, God will tell me when I'm in alignment. How do you know?
I think you feel it. Because you feel grounded, you feel centered, you feel focused. You know, I feel like when I have felt in alignment, if a chaotic situation happens, I handle it so much better than when I'm not in alignment. Then I'm like, I'm acting irrational or maybe not responding the best way. But when I'm in alignment or grounded, then I'm like, you know, I could breathe through things, you know, and sometimes we forget to breathe through the chaos of life. Breathe through the traffic, breathe through like the you know, the climate of the world right now, everything. But just really breathing is the only thing we could do. It's all we have is our breath. That is true. And if you're holding your breath right now, go ahead and breathe it out. If you smell something funky, go ahead and brush your teeth. It is hard. Some people don't brush their teeth, and I think that's why people be trying not to breathe. But anyway. We love you to life. Oh my God. Thank you so much, girl. I really appreciate you. No, thank you for having me. Thank you for letting me share my story. If it helps anyone, you know, it's everyone's going through shit. Yes, you know? And we will be back to talk about our mind, body, and soul on our next show, which is going to be about sex. So as you guys know, I'm a Capricorn. I don't talk about that type of stuff. I'll just listen. And Lorena, you might come back and drive us through the sex thing. Ooh, fun. Educate us. I will try. I'm a Libra, so that might be a little awkward as well for me, but I'll try. Really? I mean, just a little bit. No, you got this. Period. Have a great day. Thank you so much.